Hello guys, my name is Corrin. You may know me from the Fire Emblem series. And today, I will talk about the underrated game, War of the Monsters. War of the Monsters is a fighting video game developed by Incog Incorporated. Entertainment and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation 2. Santa Monica Studio assisted on development. The game was released on the PlayStation 2 in January 2003 in North America and in April in Europe. An emulated and upscaled version was re-released on the PlayStation 4 in December 2015. The game is set in the aftermath of an alien invasion of Earth where their hazardous fuels have spawned giant monsters that battle one another in city environments. The game pays homage to kaiju films and 1950s science fiction films. In War of the Monsters, players take the roles of large monsters in city environments. The game plays as a fighting game yet works differently from the traditional one-on-one structured rounds. Instead, fights can include up to 4 monsters in a 4-way simultaneous fighting structure. The camera is in third-person perspective, allowing the player to focus solely on their character. Monsters have 2 status bars in each game, health and stamina. Like the standard fighting game formula, every time a monster takes damage, their overall health bar drops until it is completely depleted, resulting in player defeat. Stamina determines how much energy a monster can attack with. The bar drops if a monster picks up another foe or performs a ranged attack. If the bar is full, a monster can perform special attacks, whereas if the bar is completely drained, they become temporarily unable to use basic attacks. They can still throw an attack with items however, which adds energy to the bar and helps an empty bar recover faster. Also, unlike most fighting games, players are allowed to roam freely within the city area, which allows climbing or jumping from buildings and cliffs. Monsters can use the environment to deal loud damage to their foes by making weapons of various objects found within the city, such as vehicles and rubble as projectiles, steel girders and stone columns as clubs and radio antennae as a spear to impale others, temporarily stunning them. There are also some environment pickups, which can increase health or stamina, appearing as green or blue orbs and floating radioactive signs. Buildings can be destroyed if a monster directly attacks or is thrown into it. In some cities, taller buildings can topple over sideways that can crush other monsters, killing them instantly. In the adventure mode, along with a series of set fights with other monsters, boss battles are also present. They are much larger than the standard playable monsters and require certain strategies to defeat. Tokens can also be earned through adventure mode, which can be spent at the Unlocks shop to unlock more cities, monsters, and monster skins. And you also can unlock mini games like dodgeball or city destruction. Multiplayer options allow 2 players via split screen, which can be set to merge into one screen when both players are close enough to fit on the same screen. The plot is set in the 1950s where a fleet of alien flying saucer warships invade the Earth, causing massive damage. The scientists of the world's nations manage to create a series of secret weapons, which, when activated, let loose shock waves that short-circuit the saucers and cause them to crash. Unfortunately, the flying saucers were all fueled by a green radioactive liquid, which leaked out as they crashed. Through this, the fuel infects animals, humans, and robots, turning them into giant mutant monsters, creating a war for supremacy among them. The player acts as one of these monsters and battles against the rest in fictional cities across the globe and the remaining UFOs. The story mode of the game starts at in Midtown Park where a giant mutant ape called Condor defeats a wave of military forces but is fought and defeated by the lead monster. In Gambler's Gulch, the lead monster also defeats the reptilian beast, Togura. After Togura's defeat, a military-class mech called Robo-47 and the military show up and attack the lead monster but are defeated as well. At a military base at Rosajale Canyon, the lead monster is confronted by a horde of irradiated giant ants and a mega robot, Goliath Prime. Prime and the ants are all defeated. In Metro City, the military decide to test their new weapon, Mecha Conga, on the giant Mangus critter, who was attacking the city. Before they could fight, the lead monster appears and defeats them both. The lead monster then travels to Century Airfield and defeats the twin dragons called Raptors. Then, at the Atomic Island power plant, the lead monster defeats a swarm of Kineticlops, living electrical monsters, by causing a nuclear meltdown. In the resulting ruins, the lead monster must battle a large, three-headed plant creature called the Gon. Two Robo-47s stop a UFO attack in Scenic Baytown and then try to slay the lead monster. Both are repelled and beaten. In the Pacific Island of Club Caldera, the rock monsters, Magmo and Agamo, fight each other with the lead monster caught in the middle. Both are beaten. After defeating two robots, Ultra V at the Xonopolis, the lead monster is abducted by a UFO that takes it back to the mothership. There the lead monster has to fend off three Zorgulons before being abducted once more when the mothership explodes, causing the UFO to crash into the North American city of Capital. There, the alien leader Cerebulon attacks in a multi-layered tripod battlesuit. After Cerebulon is defeated, the lead monster Victor watches as the last part of Cerebulon, a small timid insect-like creature, flees. A short movie is shown about the monster's origin depending on who the player chooses. The only exceptions are Raptors the dragon and Zorgulon the alien creature, who has their own ending with Roar and Victory. My opinion on this game: the controls are dated and take a few minutes to get used to, but outside that, this is still the Kaiju game. The destructible environment, the combat, the referential and unique Kaiju, the sense of scale, it's just incredible. The only game I would say that comes close to, is on par with how great of a Kaiju game this is would be Godzilla Save the Earth. The building throwing in that game is so satisfying. Outside those two games, we've yet to get a modern game that actually feels like you're playing a city-destroying monster. I would love to see Sony revive this in a sequel. Well, that's all I have to say about this game. See you in the next video.